One, two, what's happening? We back again. You know what it is, Renegade Culture, the most talked about podcast in the land. It's a lot going on. There's a whole lot going on.
There is. It's popping this week, B.
It's popping.
There's a lot going on, and it's popping up in the studio.
It's popping in the studio.
I don't know who gets going. Because you know him, you're gonna get to say something about who's here, though, right?
Man, I don't even know who's here yet, man.
You don't know who's here? No.
Some guy that just came and sat in. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm a new cat.
I might start doing. You're doing lyrics. You're doing lyrics.
What else you got over there, Mr. Window?
What up?
Who else?
Just make some lyrics.
This guy sounds familiar. Is it Chief Keef?
Yep.
Nope. Hey, Chief Keef.
He's quiet again.
Quiet again. Man.
Let's finish up. Then we're gonna do the intro.
Yes. Anyway, some of y'all looking at this and you like, dude, we know who that is. Before the listeners out there, we're live and direct.
Anybody looking at this is a podcast, son.
It's a podcast.
Anybody looking?
What do you mean?
We have to do an
it's
intro.
a camera right here. What you talking about?
That's not live, though.
It's all the way live. It'll be live when they see it, right?
Okay.
This guy right here.
I'm gonna stop intro.
Anyway, my name is Kalonji Jamachenga, and I am live and direct with this other guy over here who we see come through from time to time.
Oh, come on now.
I think he's my co-host.
You think?
I think so.
Yo, it's Kamal, yo. Y'all know who I am again, right?
The guy that they always know.
What? Heartthrob never.
Heartthrob never.
High yellow and ugly as ever.
Whoa! He's admitting he's high yellow this time.
Well, you got a little bit. I got a little bit.
All this time.
I'm also auditioning.
You auditioning?
Yes. You know what I mean?
Uh-oh.
I might have a second career.
Bars.
Third or fourth.
Bars.
I might, later on.
You trying to be Ralph Tresvant stunt double?
Why you gotta be like that, though?
Oh, my bad. My bad. Anyway, we live and direct. My man Kamal. He in the building. Kamal K. Franklin.
How y'all doing?
The K stand for can't get right sometime, but tonight you got it right. You know what I mean? We got a special guest in the building tonight.
Who's up in here?
Man, this cat right here, man. This brother right here, man, he went from Ashley to Classy. You know what I mean? Long time. You know what I mean? Been platinum like 4.5 times.
4.5. Thank you.
4.5.
How many Grammys?
Boy, what?
How many Grammys?
Two Grammys.
Yes.
Legendary.
Super legendary.
Legendary artist.
Get it right.
If you ask anybody over 60.
Whoa! No. Man, say about over 60.
That's not true, because I'm under 60.
Oh!
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Me
making
too.
it. I'm growing. The audience is getting bigger.
They get huge, large, international travelers. We got my man, Speech from Arrested Development.
Yeah!
Drum roll.
Gosh, Speech is here.
Yo,
Speech is here.
Oh my God.
We need a budget for like some
for
drums and some
drums.
Yeah, some shit like that.
We'll put them in post.
We'll get it next time. Yeah.
Mix that up, y'all. Mix that up.
Anyway, we live and direct. We got my man Speech from Arrested Development up in here tonight, and we got a whole lot to talk about. Now, I mean, we felt like on a night like this, we needed someone who can articulate. We needed someone who can, who's not afraid to bring truth to power. You know what I mean? And he's non-biased. You know what I mean? So he's not just going.
Is he an independent thinker?
Is he an independent thinker?
Is he an independent thinker?
I believe he's an independent thinker.
I'm a free thinker.
Free thinker.
Me and Kanye.
Oh, the man saying Yeezy. Speech and Yeezy. I don't know about that. Be easy.
Yo.
Anyway, this brother right here, we got a lot to talk about. Bill Cosby.
Yep.
A.K.A. Bill Cosby got indicted.
Convicted
on 3 charges.
Guilty.
We're going to be talking about him today. He got convicted 3 charges.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No more pudding pops. It's going down.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
No sisters would be on his pudding pop.
No
Did I say that?
No more Jello. No more
Wow.
Yes. R. Kelly. A few of his crew members quit. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's what I heard. The lawyer quit. The agent quit.
Yeah, and the publicist quit.
The publicist.
Not publicist, agent, and his assistant.
Oh, damn, no.
Finally. Yeah, I mean, he's been doing some things for quite a while and everything, but, so R. Kelly's in the news. Him and Bill, they going together on that one. We got the Waffle House situation. We got 2 Waffle House situations. Let me tell y'all something. Last week, we was talking about boycotting Starbucks. If you listening to our voice, or even if you're not, and somebody happened to tell you what was going on, you should never, ever in your life eat at another Waffle House. You should not get that hungry. First and foremost, you had the shooting over there, you know what I mean? Four good folks were gunned down by a naked man. We're going to get into that in a little while, which is ridiculous. And also there was a sister brutally attacked by the police in Alabama. Yeah. We're going to talk about that. My man Speech just mentioned Kanye, him and Trump. You know what I mean? They doing their thing. Kanye, Trump. We're going to get to that in a little bit. But we need y'all to, batten down the hatches. buckle up your seatbelts.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And let it be known that you're listening to Renegade Culture.
Come on.
We'll be back after we pay these bills. What's happening? We back again. It's Renegade Culture. You know what I mean?
Again.
Your favorite podcast in the whole damn world.
It's gotta be.
Yes, it has to be. And we live, like I said, tonight we got a special guest up in the building. We don't usually do too many guests.
It's only our fourth show though.
It's only our fourth show. Probably why.
Actually, this makes
You'll
it.
bust me out.
Yeah, I was gonna say half the time we've had guests.
So we
So 2 out of 4.
50%.
Yeah, 2 out of 4,
It's not
50%.
bad.
All right, go
We
ahead.
get better guests too. Like guests you
Well,
brought
this is-
through. Shout out to
Yeah.
my man DL Ugly who we brought through.
RL, my
our
man,
second
RL.
show. Oh, RL, my
Get it
bad.
right, man.
Yeah,
Get it
yeah,
right.
it's all good. They kind of
Socialist follower.
That's my man. That's my man. He did a whole promo on us. But anyway, we here live and direct. My man Speech, Arrested Development. What's going on, Speech?
I'm doing great, man. Doing real good.
Man, I mean the
Good to
people.
see y'all.
Yes, good to see you, man.
No, happy to have you here. I was telling earlier how my wife was a huge fan.
Which I love.
So
That's
much that she
awesome.
wanted to come
Thank
here
you.
and
Thank
make me
you.
stay home. I was like, it's not your show.
So she wanted to be the
Right.
co-host and have
Yeah.
you stay home.
I was like, it's not your show.
Oh, she should
That's not-
have texted me. I'd have played it off like, yo, Kamal, the show's canceled tonight.
Oh,
you know
damn.
what I mean?
You see that?
No, I
See?
mean, you guys cool. You know what I mean? It's you that we had a problem with.
Oh, don't give her name out. She got a government job.
Oh yeah, my bad. Oh yeah. Never mind. But anyway, Speech is in the building.
Yeah, y'all.
Speech has been doing a whole lot of great things
Yeah.
for years. You know what I mean? Folks know him, for various hit songs throughout the 90s.
Yeah.
You got some dope joints that came out in the 2000s, the whole nine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Speech was a cat that would come at you from everything from a Mr. Window to Mama's Always on Stage.
Yeah.
You know what I
talking
mean?
about them, the single moms.
Yeah. I mean, and it was the dopeness.
Yeah.
Word up.
We was chatting earlier. We was talking about how, the lyrics was so heavy, but yet he came with the culture,
Yeah.
and it kind of confused folks because of the fact that it came during the time when it was you had the NWA and
Yeah.
and
That
all
gangsta
the
hip hop
hardcore
was real
gangsta.
huge. It still is, but it was real big then.
Yeah. But they
Yeah.
all accepted Arrested Development.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In a weird way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of wild because of the fact that you go back and listen to the lyrics. It's like, okay, Arrested Development wasn't no punk group.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nah,
They,
never.
was, they weren't they weren't PM
I
Dawn.
can vouch for
They wouldn't get thrown off stage like man PM
never got
Dawn.
thrown off stage. In fact, rocked with KRS One.
Oh, rock
Yeah.
with KRS.
Yeah.
KRS is nutty as squirrel shit, but we'll talk about
Oh,
that.
right,
later.
we'll talk about it.
He's going to be on next week.
That's okay.
Oh, man.
I already told him. But anyway, yeah. So Speech, it's good to have you here.
It's good to be
Yes.
here, man.
What's been going on, man? For the folks that's listening, they're like, man, I used to like Tennessee and I used to like Mr.
Well, I
Woodward
mean,
and
it's
all that.
cool. We've been doing a lot of things. I mean, first of all, we, stopped doing music in '95.
Okay.
And then we took a 5-year break. We got back together in 2000 and released our albums overseas primarily because, like, our following overseas is just really great. It's, like, real solid.
Word.
And they've been following us since day one. So we started doing that. And then in between, like, from 95 to 2000, I was doing solo material, releasing solo albums.
Right.
And actually that blew up overseas.
Yeah.
And that's what made me, when Arrested Development got back together, I was like, let's do stuff over there.
Yeah.
Because the culture and the climate was right for what we do.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we really could do it the way we wanted to do it. And so it's been incredible. We've been touring everywhere, from Africa to Australia to Canada and Europe and, on and on. It's been
And I
incredible.
heard, I think I read up that you had a #1 hit in Japan.
Yeah, a number. Like
Yeah.
my solo career, every one of my albums had top 10 hits.
Yeah, Ichiban, brother.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? So, and then with Arrested Development, same difference. With just hits after hits,
Yeah.
tours after tours, sold out tours, everything. So it's been love. We've been persevering.
Yeah,
You know
and what I love about you too is that you put the work in. Like you put the work in not only musically and culturally, but on the ground. Like you
No
do.
doubt, yeah.
You do that. I was telling the story earlier too. Like my wife was saying, one of the things that really got her motivated, like in addition to the music, was coming out to you guys doing like homeless feedings and all that
Yeah,
kind of stuff.
yeah.
So it's like a pleasure and an honor to have
Thank
you
you,
here,
man. I
man. Knowing that
appreciate
you are
that.
not just somebody. You get a lot of artists who talk the talk,
Right,
but they're
right.
not walking the walk. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And
yeah,
that's
yeah.
that's the respect about you.
Thank you. I really. I mean, we strive to do what we can. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So like, we do music and we speak on issues, and I actually like during our first run in the '90s, my whole goal was to get somebody to help us to organize to go into various communities, into the projects, into the homeless shelters, and really like create a tour so that we could reach them and then reach like the big sort of mainstream crowd at night. And in the daytime we would do that. So it was literally 2 different tours going on at the same time.
Was there ever a conflict for you, like trying to be both? And somebody who was trying to organize his folks and be a musician?
Without a question, it's challenging, right? And I know y'all know that. I mean, like, it's challenging. So
he's got no artistic skill.
Right, well,
I'm dope.
Yeah, I mean,
he's just dope.
As y'all heard earlier, I got a little something.
You got the bars.
You got the bars.
He was singing. We'll tell y'all about that later on.
So, it's challenging, and at the same time, it was so necessary. You know what I mean? So it still is. So that, you just do what you got to do, and you strive to do the best you can.
Well, I mean, it's dope you saying that you brought up about his wife, about your wife, organizing with them. Baba OJ was
one of our members.
Yeah, he was a member of FTP movement, the organization. Mm-hmm. He would come to the Feed the People program every week, like clockwork. Yeah. He would call me damn near every day and accuse me of eating his raw tofu. You know what I'm saying? He's doing splits in the middle of the joint.
Yeah.
We had a situation.
Push-ups with fingers.
Yes. And out push-up in me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Baba's 86.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So
So
shout out to Baba OJ.
To put it in perspective.
Yes, he was no joke. Roller skating. He's like, man, you told me you was coming roller skating. You up there talking about you passing out some flyers. Pass out there with the honeys, whatever. Yeah. So, So shout out to Baba OJ.
Shout out to Baba. I just saw Baba. I think I told you that last time.
You did.
I was just with Baba, like literally about, a month ago in Milwaukee.
So he's doing okay now?
He's doing much better. Much better, man. He had a stroke and he's doing much better. He's a good dude.
Cool. Shout out to Baba OJ. What's happening? We back again. It's Renegade Culture, your favorite podcast in the whole goddamn world.
Renegade.
Hey, what up? We got Kamal K. Franklin in the building. What's up, Kamal?
Everyday people, my son.
Everyday people. Cat right here.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying?
Bye-bye.
Brooklyn,
Brooklyn, Tennessee,
Milwaukee. Bridgeport, Connecticut is where I'm from.
There you go.
Place where heroes are born. We already know that.
Nobody knows Bridgeport.
Hey, man, everybody knows Bridgeport.
Let's keep going, man.
Shout out
heroes.
That's some.
Shout out to my man Michael Jai White. You know what I mean? You ever look at anybody, kick anybody in the head? Miles Franklin's a good candidate. You know what I mean? Shout out to my man Charles Smith, who's doing his thing. I gotta start naming names and
That's
everything.
what I'm talking about.
Anyway, Bridgeport, Connecticut, Quantick. That's where we from. I'm here. We got my main man over here, Mr. Speech from Arrested Development. You good?
Yeah, man. What's
Speech
up?
Building. Hey, we chilling, man. We trying to, we think about getting this remix album. Kamal was saying that he could be a backup dancer.
Yeah, he was talking about being a backup. So
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
This guy
Let's
talking about
keep
being
it
a
moving.
backup dancer. You know what I mean?
I do have my shirt, with the yellow and the blue on one side, and my baggies. I whip them out. You know what I'm saying? I get the flat top. I can't get the flat top that much no more, but I'm
Right.
Yeah.
But you're working on it. You're working on it.
Half a flat.
Okay.
Half a flat.
He said he still got his Village People shirt. It's all good. You know what I mean? I think he would use the sailor or the cop. Never mind. Anyway, I'm sorry, man. Shots fired.
Keep it to yourself, man.
Anyway, getting back
As
to
we
business.
proceed.
Right now, man, it's a lot going on, like we said earlier.
News day.
Man, it's crazy right now.
What's happening, man? Tell us what's going on.
Man, last week we was talking about Starbucks. We was talking about boycott Starbucks.
Yeah.
Because the brothers got arrested out there, in Philly.
Yeah.
This week, it's another breakfast spot. You know what I mean? You can't get no waffles with your coffee.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Waffle House now lost their damn mind. Out in Tennessee, there's a young white boy, 29-year-old white boy by the name of Travis Ryan King. Decides that he wants to go inside of a Waffle House and, naked from the waist down.
Amazing.
Naked from the waist down. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know that they usually don't serve people who don't have no clothes on. This guy right here, he coming up in Waffle House naked at 3 a.m.
Usually there's a sign that says shirt required.
Yeah, shirt required.
They didn't say nothing about pants.
If you don't have shoes or sandals on, they won't serve you.
Yeah.
This brother didn't have,
You definitely wasn't the brother, he was other.
Yeah,
exactly. I understand your story.
I know what you're saying.
This character right here, he comes up in there and decides that he wants to gun down some good people that's there to eat and enjoy themselves. There's a number of folks, 4 folks were murdered. 29-year-old Taurine C. Sanderlin, who was an employee of the restaurant, fatally shot as he stood outside. Another brother, Joe Perez, Nashville, a restaurant patron, 20 years old, gunned down. DeEbony Groves, 21-year-old. She was fatally wounded. She was a senior at a university out that way. Aquila da Silva, 23-year-old. He was critically wounded inside. He was there with his brother, and he later died at Vanderbilt University Medical Center.
Yeah.
Okay, this crazy ass white boy. There's been a whole lot of white boys and mass shootings. Before they was trying to blame everything on black folks, say we was tripping and everything, and guard your pocketbook and all that.
Yeah.
White folks now, they shooting up concerts, country concerts. They shooting up schools,
Nightclubs,
nightclubs,
Waffle Houses,
the Waffle
churches,
House, churches.
you name it.
Like they don't give a rat's ass. They on a rampage. This particular crazy ass white boy, this guy right
But
here.
they're not terrorists, though. Remember that.
Oh, they're not
No,
terrorists.
of course not.
Yeah.
Of course
It's
not.
all about the emotional
Yeah, they have emotional
issues. Disability. Yeah.
you know, they were disturbed. They had some problems. They had issues because they're white.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
got to
They're
see
black.
an exam or something happened.
They blacks,
You know
they
what I'm saying?
thugs, they terrorists,
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They knew anybody Muslim, they
They
definitely
definitely
terrorists.
hurt. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
without
They's a
question.
part of Al Qaeda.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
never met nobody from Al Qaeda. But anyway, this particular character, man, his family said a few years ago, 2014, they became concerned because of the fact that he thought that Taylor Swift was stalking him.
Right.
Just concerned. Yeah.
And they told him to shake it off.
Told him to shake it off. It's going to be
Oh,
all right.
good.
Shake it
yeah.
off.
Thank you.
Kanye was going to run on stage the whole nine. That's crazy.
There we
Right?
go.
You know what I mean?
Thank you.
So he said he
Bars.
thought Taylor
He
Swift.
don't get the reference.
Man,
I do get
He
it,
just
man.
moved on.
This cat
Yeah,
right
he
here.
moved on.
Let him slide. You know what I'm saying? Good. I want to say speech came out with some Kamau stuff. You know what I mean? Kamau rubs off on the guest. Speech was cool. He said something crazy. But you know what I mean? I'm about to do the Kanye, run up on stage, grab speech mic. But anyway, we gonna let him slide on it. Y'all ain't hear that. Anyway, rewind the tape. So white boy Roy, you know what I'm saying? You know, he's thinking that Taylor Swift is stalking him, just like John Hinckley Jr. before he popped Ronald Reagan. He thought that Jodie Foster was his love thing.
Yeah.
Okay. After that, last year, 2017, this cat Travis, he goes out, puts on a pink dress, and decides that he wants to threaten somebody with an AR-15. Okay? All right? Not enough yet.
Yeah.
Same guy, Travis Ryan King, he goes to the White House a month later and demands to see Clinton. Excuse me.
Trump.
Clinton.
Trump.
What?
Ooh,
Yeah.
oh,
See, look,
yeah.
I'm tripping. They all the same. He demands to see Donald Trump. He runs up in the joint, thinking he's going to run up in there.
Yeah.
Secret Service arrests him. They notify the Illinois officials. The FBI sits down with him. The deputies decide that he has to up those guns. He has a little arsenal. He has to get rid of it. So they gave it to his father.
Yeah.
Give the guns to his father. Now, you know damn well.
Yeah.
I remember there was a sister that rolled up close to the White House. They aired the whole car
That's
out.
right. That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? But this white boy, he could run on the lawn, have a barbecue, do the whole nine.
Yeah.
And
Wear a dress.
wear a
somebody
pink dress,
with an
threaten
AR-15,
somebody.
yeah.
I mean, a pink dress with that's a terror.
Right there.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's a
damn.
movie. That's a movie.
A
scene.
bad movie.
That is
The
a
whole
movie
script.
scene. It is a
Yeah.
movie
It's
scene.
a terrible movie.
Yeah.
So this cat, you know, they take the weapons, they give it to his father, and his father decides to give the guns back to him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what does he do? He goes to
The Waffle House.
Alabama, Waffle House in Tennessee, and decides that he wants to execute.
Yeah,
You know
kill
what I'm
it.
saying?
Kill
Terminate.
everyone in there.
You know, I understand he's a part of a racist formation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's, you know, had spewed all types of racial slurs, and so many people knew that he was a known racist.
Yeah.
And that he was disturbed. And
And part of the, at least he ascribed to some of the theories of the sovereign citizen idea,
yes, yes,
where they live in the U.S., but they don't believe they're subject to the laws of the United States,
Yeah,
and so
right,
therefore, they don't believe, like, you know, in court they can say some numbers or some words,
Right.
and then the judge has to throw out a case,
Right.
and sort of they subscribe to that, which they think makes them
Invincible.
yeah,
right.
and not under the law, and so therefore some of their actions sometimes suggest that they will do things that they don't think they're going to get punished for.
right. But then the law
Yeah.
says something else.
So we're going to punish everybody, yeah.
But we got to point out that same white boy, he got a $2 million bail. And it took the people to wild out and say, listen, you know, this is crazy. He shot up 4 people. He murdered 4 people. You know, shout out to the brother who came
that's
in
right.
and took the gun from him.
Hero.
That's right.
Hero.
The hero, James Shaw Jr.
That's
Yeah.
right.
You know
Black
what I mean?
man.
He
That's
said, you know, dude is about to reload. He had already dove past the bathroom.
Yeah.
You see the gun point down. My man, excuse me, not my man. Travis Ryan King's about to reload.
Yeah.
My man said, look, I had to take that chance.
Right.
He said, this is a kill he was going to have to work for.
Right,
So
exactly.
Grabbed the gun.
Hero.
Wrestled him down.
Hero.
Burned his hands up on the barrel.
Yeah.
Took the gun from him, slung it. Dazed him. He said he slammed the door on him.
Yeah.
And,
Threw him out basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, like earlier when he was ducking, he got shot actually. In the
Oh,
arm. He was
okay,
like,
okay. I
right,
saw
right.
a
Got
picture
grazed.
of a.
Yeah, he got grazed by a
Right.
bullet.
Right,
So
right.
I mean, this, you know, most of us, you know, would fall down and stay down.
Yeah.
Right.
My brother was like,
Oh, hell no.
It's like, no, I'm not
No,
staying
you're
down.
gonna fight for this. Yeah, you're gonna have to work hard for this.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
and the dude is naked. I mean, what? I mean, how do you guys feel? 24 hours, over
Right.
24 hours.
Yeah.
He was on the loose. Here it is, a naked white boy running out
Yeah.
in Tennessee, and nobody could find him. If you black and on child support and in the middle of Casablanca
Right.
in a club,
Right.
they can run up in there and find your ass, but
Yeah,
they can't
exactly.
find a naked white
Yeah.
boy a mile away. What's
Exactly.
your thoughts?
And brought him back without no violence.
No incident.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
incident.
he's
He's
clean.
not
Yeah.
shot.
He's
He's
white.
not hurt. Nothing. You know
No.
what I mean? He's gonna be standing in trial, whatever.
Gave him some lollipops. The whole
Yeah,
night.
but I
It's
mean,
good.
it's like, I think it's the way. Obviously, it's just the way of the world. Like, again, I give kudos to the brother who saved probably dozens of people.
Yeah,
This guy
dozens
the
of
dude was
lives,
about
yeah.
to reload.
Yeah.
But again, I think the media play about it still is that this is some guy who's emotionally challenged and the rest of it. I don't see a lot of stuff that's saying he's a terrorist.
Right.
And so I think I think obviously something's going to get done. And I think the thing about his father giving them back the guns.
He needs to be part of the crime.
Yeah.
The father does, because you handed someone that doesn't supposed to have guns legally guns.
Yeah,
He's
he's
a
an
federal
accessory.
charge.
He should be an
Exactly
accessory.
right. Exactly.
Yeah.
He's accessory. Well, I feel like it's the obvious, privilege times a million that happens over and over again with everything that you mentioned. Now, I was wondering, did President Trump say anything about the hero or about the, and
Not at all.
so again, these just the amount of, I don't even know what to call it.
Oh,
'cause
that's
privilege
White
doesn't
supremacy.
do it.
Right.
White supremacy
White supremacy. Yeah.
makes these things, for me though, and I ask y'all, because y'all are right there in the heart of everything. I don't know what to do with this other than, kick up dust. But these things happen so much that, what's the, what I'm saying? I'm interviewing y'all now. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the end game for these things? Because we talk about this with,
Over and
over
over
and
and
over
yeah,
again.
yeah.
And definitely you can speak up about it. That's obvious.
Yeah.
But then what's next? You know what I'm saying? Like, what?
You have to really train yourself. You got to exercise your rights under this particular jurisdiction, as they say. Okay, they say you have the right to bear arms.
Right.
Make sure your family's going to the range.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Make sure they learn how to defend themselves. Martial
Right.
arts. Malcolm X said that every brother and sister should know a martial art. You know what I mean? Stay out of crowded places. We know that white folks are nuts. We got to have security. You got to move as if you're under an occupied military force. Because in fact, we are. We already had the problems with the police. And now we're having these issues with these random white boys who decide to do whatever it is. Outside of that, I don't think there's too much you can do, because you could be at church.
Right. You could be anywhere.
Waffle House.
That's clear.
And
Yeah.
it's really scary because of the fact, and I'm saying, literally scary,
No doubt about it. Of course, you should
that
be
you can be murdered and, these cats could be out on bail before your funeral.
exactly.
And
yeah.
that's the, what America is about. It's 3:00 in the morning. You going to Waffle House. You going to church. And
Right,
you're
exactly.
getting killed.
Yeah.
You don't know when it's going to happen.
You're going to
So
nightclub.
to me, nightclub.
Yeah,
You're doing
right.
things to enjoy your life, to fulfill yourself, hanging out with friends, and it can happen anywhere. And the double thing is, it's not just an issue of like killing black people. They kill everybody.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like
Right.
they kill their own kids.
Right.
kind
I
of
mean, they
thing,
killed all these
all
white
that kind
folks
of
in,
stuff. And
in
unfortunately,
Vegas.
we too get infected with that, not on this mass level, but the one-on-one stuff that happens in our own community.
Right.
So to me, it all spells back to it's a white supremacist society, and if we don't figure out how to work our way out of it, which means to have our own,
Right.
then all these stories will just continue happening.
Keep
Just
on
now,
going.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We have to build our own institutions. We have to build our own schools.
I totally agree
Yeah,
with all
we
of
gotta-
that.
we
I'm
gotta
not,
build stuff,
I don't feel so great about the gun thing. I love guns, first of all, meaning I shoot as well, and I love that whole thing. But for me personally, I've been in so many other countries where there's not easy access to guns.
Right.
I told you I go to Japan a lot.
Right.
The access to guns is almost nil.
Yeah.
and the safety is on another level. Have you ever been there to Japan?
I haven't.
Bro, I got friends that send their 5-year-old kid to school by herself, a girl, by herself, miles and miles away, every single day.
Wow.
No worries. I left my wallet on accident and gotten it back. My point is the culture is so different.
Right.
So I do agree about us having our own culture. Yeah. And I'm not saying not to have self-defense. I do agree with that too. Yeah. I still do feel we need to have more regulation and keep putting pressure on the gun situation. I know Killer Mike, many others is like pro NRA, pro.
Right.
I wouldn't say that. He said he's not pro.
Yeah.
He's just pro
having guns.
Yeah.
You know, I get what you're saying though, bro.
Because it's a society we live in, right?
It's a society.
Yeah,
but it doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Well, I think that.
Well, I don't know if it doesn't have to be because I feel like it's America.
Right.
And I don't think. Yeah, I don't think America, as much as we think we can reform it, can really be reformed. I mean, we can try to make things easier as we should for ourselves and our children, but ultimately, I think America is America, and if we don't work our way out of America as a people, then these are just going to be the stories we continue to talk about next 50 years.
I think the one thing that I can agree on, and I hate to say this on the air, the one thing I can agree with Trump on is making America great again. And that means kicking white folks out and bringing natives back.
Come on.
Putting us the hell back where we was before.
I was a little worried about you for a second.
I was.
a little worried.
What's happening is going down. We back again.
Back again.
Back again. Back together again.
Oh.
Your singing voice is not all that.
I can't
You
audition.
just let it go.
I thought it was amazing. I thought it was amazing.
Speech started is amazing.
Have some
Ladies and
knowledge or
gentlemen,
something
Exactly.
ladies and gentlemen, you heard it live here right
I'm
now.
a richer man right now.
That's right. That's right. This man's definitely rich. I went to his island one time before.
Oh yeah, I got an
that's
island.
right.
The man has an island.
Yacht.
He almost
I
murked me.
Yeah, I
Almost ended up in
you, yeah.
the ocean.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
Every day
in the
people
pond.
pays a lot.
Every day it's not a game.
He's joking right now. Trust me.
Yeah. I got the video to prove it. But anyway, definitely, we here. Renegade Culture, man, is very important. We appreciate you all listening first and foremost. Make sure that this podcast, either you follow us on iTunes or SoundCloud.
Yeah.
SoundCloud or iTunes. It's absolutely free. We are growing. We're getting a lot of listeners. We got a lot of folks feeling what it is we're doing. Why? Because we dope. Duh.
True.
Man.
True.
I mean, who the hell else got speech from Arrested Development on a goddamn podcast?
You know what I'm saying?
Nobody.
That's
If they
right.
do, we gonna act like they
We
don't.
don't know.
Nobody.
We don't know.
Nobody. Oh,
Yeah.
speech got a voice too.
Big.
Anyway,
I'm told.
He said two.
two.
Like he
Yeah.
was
Well, you know.
Right. I saw that.
I heard that. Like
He
I'm
said
amazing.
that in.
The man said I was man said my voice was amazing. Anyway, this is Kalonji Jama Chang, and I'm live with Kamal K. Franklin. The K
Yo, what's
stands
up?
for hater, but the K is silent.
Oh,
and we
damn.
also have my man Speech from Arrested Development. And before we left a few minutes ago, we talking about Waffle House. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Waffle House, Waffle House. Something about Waffle House. I mean, after this particular shooting,
It's a bad week for him.
bad week. It's a bad career.
Bad
It's
career.
a bad
week,
history.
bad
You let
food,
it go.
bad everything. Yeah.
All that. Can I say fuck Waffle House?
I think you can.
Okay, cool. I don't want to insult
Alright.
nobody. Fuck Waffle House. Anyway, Shakisha Clemens, Alabama police. She's in Waffle House in Alabama.
Yeah.
And she's buying her food, and she asks for some plastic utensils. And the nice lady behind the counter tells her that it'd be 50 cents for some plastic utensils. Now, I've eaten at a whole lot of goddamn restaurants in my
And not
lifetime.
been charged.
And, I like to think that we got some fine silverware. But 50 cents for some plastic?
Yeah.
Good God almighty. At Waffle House?
Yeah, it's like,
Waffle
what?
House.
The hell kind of plastic they
Actually,
got?
like throwing that stuff out. You know what I mean?
no doubt,
It's like,
yes. Yeah.
and if it's to go, don't you get that for free?
It should be for
I
free.
understand.
I mean, you can go to damn near any restaurant in America, just pick up some
It's
plastic.
some plastic silverware.
Yeah, plasticware. It's not even silver.
Yeah.
But anyway, white plastic.
Plasticware.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, lady gets mad. They decide that they're going to call the police because she asked to speak to, get the
Manager,
corporate number.
yeah.
Yeah.
She wanted the corporate number. She thought it was ridiculous. They had to pay 50 cents. Now, some of you listening be like, she could have just left or whatever, blah, blah, blah. She's
why?
a customer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's paying for her food. She's not begging for anything.
Exactly.
And she's there to get her food.
Yeah.
And Alabama police come. They wrestle her to the ground.
Yeah.
You guys saw the video?
It's all on video. I saw it. Yeah.
Man, tell the people what
Yeah.
you saw, because I don't.
Well, they wrestled her to the ground. The cops started shouting that, hey, like she's like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm about to break your arm.
Yeah.
And there was 3 cops in total.
Yeah.
And they kept pushing her around, throwing her around. She had on the tube top. Her
Yes.
tube top came down, exposed the breast.
Just embarrassing.
And
Absolutely
they
embarrassing.
didn't stop. They didn't stop to pull it up. They
No.
didn't do anything. They just kept roughing her up. They put her hand. After they figured that they had her under control, only then did they tell her mom or whoever she was with, like, "Oh, you can pull that up now," kind of thing. But it was dehumanizing.
Absolutely dehumanizing.
Over this, and is the story that the cops are trying to say is that they had some alcohol. They had some drinks in there, and let's even say, for instance, that story is true, right? Let's say that that's part of the incident. How in the hell does that raise to the point of you twisting somebody's arm, stripping them, wrestling them to the ground?
Right.
A woman that you're
Right.
3 powerful dudes are on top of
Right.
over whether or not she has a drink or not.
Threatening to break her arm. And then again, we don't even know if that drink shit, because they always
We don't know
add
if it's
some
true.
extra.
We don't know if it's true.
They
But I'm
always
saying
gotta
that's
add
the
some extra
story.
ingredients.
That's their story that they're putting out.
Yeah.
But I'm like, as if that makes it okay.
They would have said she had a gun in her bra, but they pulled her.
They pulled it off, yeah.
Pulled her breast out.
Yeah.
You know, so we got to definitely get behind the sister
Without a
Shakisha
question.
Clemens. We think that it's outrageous, and what's even more outrageous is that Waffle House sided with the police. They said it was justifiable.
Yeah.
They said it was fucking justifiable.
Yeah.
Wow.
Unbelievable. That's why I'm saying we can no longer support Waffle House.
I get it now. I was
You know what I'm
like,
saying?
I'm not with y'all in the Waffle. I like
Yeah.
Waffle. I actually
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah,
food at
yeah,
Waffle
yeah,
House.
yeah,
You don't
yeah,
like the
yeah.
food
I
at
don't
Waffle
like the
House.
food at
I
Waffle
actually
House.
liked it.
Okay, good.
But I still won't support it.
Yeah.
All right, okay. So
I
we
get
got it here live.
Gotta
You
get
will
up
not, you will not see speech in Waffle House.
No, you won't.
He's, al-
He's
he's
boycotting.
almost there. He's
No
like,
doubt.
look, man, I like
No,
the
it's
hash
all good.
browns.
I do. I like hash
Capit,
browns and the waffles. but
Even if
I
they
don't have
offer
to eat
him a deal,
Right.
speech will not be going into Waffle House.
Not at all.
Speech
No.
said he would not be getting the endorsement of deals from
No Waffle
Waffle
House.
House.
No
No
Waffle
Waffle
House.
So
House.
No
speech probably won't say fuck your waffles.
No,
but
I won't.
I will
But
say it for
You
you.
want to say it?
Yes.
Speech.
Ready?
I think he slipped you a note that
Yes.
says you can say it for him.
Okay, he said it's
Right.
legal. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
okay,
Yeah, so it's official. So yes, so we got to definitely get behind this sister, and we can no longer allow our sisters or brothers to be violated. We got folks getting shot with cell phones, saying they thought he had a gun. You got folks getting beat down and humiliated, like I said, in front of the whole world.
And then the other funny thing was this recently another video popped out where this white woman was stopped by the cops for some reason. She came to talk to these cops because they were arresting either her daughter or niece or something along those lines. And there's like this new video that just hit. I don't think it's viral yet.
She's a commissioner in New Jersey.
Yeah, and she is yelling and going in on those
On the
cops.
cops. I've seen this
in their
numerous times.
face, in their face,
Right.
in their grill.
Now,
cursing them
she
up.
did resign though 2 days later because.
But she wasn't put on the ground,
Nothing.
handcuffed,
Exactly.
Nothing.
stripped of her clothes,
Right.
arrested, and told some fake story. She walked away from that incident.
Yeah.
Without a
She
problem.
screamed. at
Without a
those
problem.
cops, you know what I mean?
Without a problem.
So,
Right, but we know that's race in America because America's racist.
Right.
We got to move along a little bit. Definitely, you know what I'm saying. Stay tuned. We're gonna definitely get back because of the fact that we want the sisters to know that you know I'm seeing a lot of sisters
support
saying
them.
that you know where the brothers at. We right here.
Yeah, we
You
right
know
here.
what I mean?
No doubt about
So
it. Yeah.
we definitely get behind it, and we're gonna go a little bit further on it. Today's news, man. You know, Fat Albert will be turning in his grave.
oh damn. Okay.
Bill Cosby.
Hey.
Bill
That
Cosby.
was good. You do this a lot. I like this. This is
That's
What's that?
It went over your head. That is a slow dude, right? You
What's
see
that?
what I got to work with, don't you?
Oh,
You see what I gotta
hey,
work
hey,
with. You see what I got to work with.
Here we go.
Hey,
But,
hey.
folks,
Oh, man.
the team in Army tonight. I think that Kamal
man.
gave speech some.
Oh my God.
He put some of that Bill Cosby in his drink. Speech, don't go to sleep. Don't go to sleep.
man.
Don't go to sleep.
This is clear right
I
here.
think,
We
I
good.
think I think Kamal used to work with African Bambaataa, so don't go to sleep.
Oh! Wow!
Bing, ling, 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 ling.
Oh, no.
All right.
This is good.
I would not be shouting out Bambaataa because
Right.
you did it just like Bill. Anyway,
Wow.
yep, I said it. Now, Bill Cosby found guilty on 3 counts
Yeah.
in this retrial.
Yeah.
I'm forgetting the woman's name, Andrea something. I
Yeah,
can't think of her name.
Constantine or something.
Yeah.
something.
Yeah,
Constantine.
one of the, we know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know,
Three
I
counts,
don't even want to joke on this because of the fact that it's pathetic.
It's serious. Yeah.
It's pathetic. It's like, you know, there's been over 30 women that have come forward to say that Bill was slipping pills and they drink
Various
everything.
things,
Yeah, and that, you know, and I think we all at some point, we like Bill because
I
of
love
the fact
Bill.
that coming up,
There's a history there.
coming up in the
There's a lot of
70s,
respect there for me.
yeah, you had Fat Albert, you had
I Spy. all of the various commercials he was putting out back in the day about race. I mean, from what I heard, Dave Chappelle talked about this.
That's right.
The sound system for the "I Have a Dream" speech. I mean, there's a lot.
All
the millions to black colleges.
The Spelman.
It's like
So this is horrible because of the fact. Here it is. This 80-year-old man. He's facing up to 30 years for this particular case. The charges are penetration with lack of consent, penetration while unconscious, and penetration after administering an intoxicant. All the felonies, and they're punishable by up to 10 years apiece. Now, Bill's 80 years old. Okay, even if they run it concurrent, he'll be 90. And if they run it consecutively, he would be 120 years old. Now, it's safe to say that in a couple years, Bill won't even know he locked up. You know what I mean? Now, it's horrible because, see, I'm looking back. I'm going to play cracker's advocate, right? Because I remember the whole Cosby Show situation. We had Lisa Bonet. She had quit. She came back again. Then you had the situation where, she had posed.
Well, I was going to say, she didn't just quit.
Right.
She was kind of forced out because Cosby did not like the movies that she was taking because she had a sex scene in them. He was.
I didn't like it either. I don't know if y'all seen the movie.
I didn't see the movie.
I didn't see the sex scene.
But she had it. But it was her choice to make. Right?
No doubt.
It was her choice to make. It had no effect on her work on that show.
Right.
But Cosby was playing the sort of the morality police against her, and decided he knew what was best, and punished her, and other people feel the same way about him being somewhat of a dictator in terms of how he ran that show and how he ran other things, and so.
Then she got pregnant during the the Hillman College, the
Different World from Lenny Kravitz,
and she was kind of forced off of that show.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm sorry to interrupt. And then Cosby went on the don't pull your shorts down, don't pull your pants down. Poverty is something that we as black people are responsible for. Not only getting out of course, but creating because of our mindset and our youth, that kind of thing. So, he's taken a very moralistic turn the last 20, 30 years, particularly since the Cosby Show popped.
Now, I wouldn't be tripping on that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not tripping on that.
Yeah, I would say, no. I mean, of course, certain things, you know what I'm saying, to pull the pants up and all that. I understand you saying pull the pants up because you're an older guy, so on and so forth. So you're looking at things a little differently. I'm cool with that. But when you're talking about, keeping everything squeaky clean, and after you finish doing this thing, you flipping dust in the drinks. That's a little bit different. You know what I mean? So you can't be Bill Cosby having the thrill. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time telling the young cast to chill. You're doing the same thing.
Bill compartmentalizes.
I mean, come on, work with us. So, what's your thoughts? I know speeches. Speeches. He still loves Bill.
I do.
He invested. For the record, I think he got stock in the Jello. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna work with him. Sell. Yeah. So what's your thoughts on that?
My thoughts personally is that, first of all, if he did that crime, which it seems like he did, right? I mean, we knew that it was very likely with the number of women. We knew it was very likely, but with the court case and everything, it seems clear. He deserves to do this time. So that is clear to me. And as far as compartmentalizing, I have to, because he's done a lot of amazing things. Like, his activism, in my opinion, it's undeniable. Like, what the thing. Fat Albert was not just a show. You know what I'm saying? Like, The Simpsons is a show.
Yeah.
Fat Albert was a darn great show to me. Yeah. And that show had a moral to the story, blah, blah, blah. I mean, he's always strived to put, to me, with every opportunity that he's had in the entertainment business, he's pretty much put something in there to advance us. I respect that.
Okay. If now, what I'm going to do, because we don't have any sisters on this particular panel today, so I'm going to try to make an effort to jump in for the sisters.
Yeah.
Okay. You have a daughter.
I do.
You have a
beautiful
daughter.
daughter.
I have a daughter. Okay. If our daughters came to us and said, look, Bill Cosby did this, whatever, your daughter's an actress, I can say that.
She is, yeah.
You know what I mean?
She's an actress,
so at some point, she could have ran into Bill Cosby.
No doubt, no doubt.
If she came to you with that particular situation, would you still have the same outlook on it?
I wouldn't. Okay. But see, this is my thing on that is that I'm not saying everybody should have this outlook.
Right.
Yeah.
But I do think as a people, I don't think anyone else does this to their people, and I don't think we should do it to ours. When somebody has done various things for our community, I feel like we as a people generally still have to recognize these accomplishments and not take it away from it. And I didn't like the way our community and other communities across the nation was pretty much taking up his star. They was taking before he ever had a conviction. It's like, what about innocent until proven guilty?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just not fair to me. And I look at a lot of other white counterparts, entertainers.
Harvey Weinstein.
Harvey Weinstein and Harry Allen. Not Harry Allen. That's
Woody
my
Allen.
brother.
Woody
Allen. So on and so forth. The dude that was in the some group, I think they was called like the Family or something. But he raped his daughter. His daughter was on One Day at a Time or something like this. It all came out. Point is, still has a legacy.
Oh, the Mamas and the Papas.
Mamas and the Papas. Still has a legacy. Still has that whole thing intact. But that's gross what he did to his daughter. We get that. To me, if we're gonna do that, then we got to do that to everybody. Like, if you're gonna just totally destroy this man's legacy on every angle,
right?
I'm with the women. He deserves to do time. If he did a crime, he deserves to do. I don't have an issue with that. I don't think he's innocent or anything like that. I just feel like we gotta give him props where we're due.
Right. I think that we're gonna definitely have to revisit this as time goes on because we are running out of time.